Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 5th episode of the CSM podcast. Today, I am hosting a very special guest to us, Mr. Carlos Calderon.
Thank you for having me over.
Thank you for giving us some time to get to know you a little bit and to get to ask you a number of questions. I will start with this. How did you get to know Mr. Yusuf and the work of the Classical School of the Medes?
It was during a very difficult time for Iraq as a country, maybe 30 years ago. And the audience will know that it was a very difficult time in Iraq. But Mr. Yusuf asked if we could help by raising up a new generation of children that will grow in hope and in knowledge and in understanding. And the idea of the schools was born. I'm a man that believes in education. And so I said, yes, sure, let's try it.
I would like the audience to know Mr. Carlos here has double bachelor's in chemical engineering and civil engineering and double masters. Tell us a little bit about your family.
One wife.
One wife, that's good.
That's important. And out of this wonderful woman that the Lord has given me, we have had 10 children, 9 girls and 1 boy.
Yeah. And tell us about their university degrees.
We have, in my wall in my office, I have 21 bachelor degrees, diplomas, hanging on the wall. I have 5 PhDs and multiple master degrees from universities such as Cornell and Johns Hopkins and places like that. Very first class elite universities in America.
Now, with that background, with that educational that you yourself have and Ms. Lorena, your wife, has, do you think that was an effect or a cause of you supporting the Classical School of the Medes? Was that any help? And how was it of an help as your educational background?
It was a very defining factor. Number one, I believe in children, and I believe that as parents and as citizens, we need to invest in the future. And so, starting from serving the communities in Iraq, which we did in many things, many ways, but helping a new generation raise up with a new understanding of the world, with a more open mind, and with the proper first quality. That was a must for me. It has to be first quality education. We just don't want a school.
Yeah.
We want a first class education school.
And what has made you, I think if I'm not mistaken, you've said you've been in a close relationship with Mr. Yusuf Mati for the past 30 years.
Yes.
What has made you stick with the relationship that you have with him and the support that you've had with him for the past 30 years?
Okay, I work in many countries in the world.
Yeah.
From Indonesia to Morocco and everything in between. Very few people, there's a lot of people that have dreams. And I will say they have hallucinations. They're just dreaming. Mr. Yusuf is a man that delivers. Very quiet, goal-oriented, gives you results, and there is not a lot of fuss. There's not a lot of mirrors. Everything is said, everything is done, everything's on time, and everything is first quality.
And now you're from Latin America, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I am.
What has made you want to help the Kurds through the Classical School of the Medes?
That's a very touchy question. No one wanted to help Iraq. Iraq is a country that didn't have a good reputation in the world, especially in America. Mr. Yusuf told me about a different Iraq. It was an Iraq that respected democracy. It was an Iraq where women had a right. It was an Iraq that was coming out of destruction, but with a dream for the future. And I like that because all of us need a second chance. All of us need an opportunity. And if I can help providing opportunities to a whole nation, to a new generation, if I can partner with parents in Iraq that are dreaming a better future for their children, with a man that is reliable and delivers, such as Mr. Yusuf, I want to be there. Very few people in the world are like Mr. Yusuf. And I consider it an honor for me to be shaking hands together with the people of Iraq in order to craft a better future for your children.
Well, I really appreciate that. It's our honor to have people like you supporting us and being faithful for so many years. Can you mention one or two areas of how you supported the Classical School of the Medes?
The assistance that we provided has changed over time. I mean, we're here in this beautiful setting. I still remember when there was no garden, when there was no wall around these facilities, when there was no fountain. I still remember when we began with the first floor, the foundations. And at the beginning, it was building facilities, materials, know-how, know-who, and so on. A scholarship for children. Some of the parents that may be listening to this broadcast, or even some of the children that may be listening, they receive assistance from us. Over the years, the school, as a good businessman that Mr. Yusuf is, as a responsible one, broke even. And I don't know, maybe a technical term, but break even is when your expenses basically are the same as your income. And from then on, you take off totally independent. And so there was a time several years ago when the schools broke even and they didn't need financial assistance. That doesn't mean that I'm not his friend, his partner, his crying shoulder. Sometimes I cry on his shoulder. And so I am privileged to be a friend of the schools, not just a man that came and supported a vision, that provided scholarships, that bought books and materials and equipment and helped with the facilities, but now as a friend that can enjoy the blessing that has been to be working together with a man of such caliber and such integrity.
I know you've been here, I think, for almost a week. Not yet. You've been around to Dahuk, around in Erbil. You've been around the school in Dahuk and Erbil. What surprised you in the Classical School of the Medes? I know you don't visit Iraq every year. You try to do that. What has surprised you on this visit when you saw the students or the team members or the campus? What was a surprise to you?
I'm a man that goes by results.
You're a man of...
I want to see results.
Yes, of course.
Okay,
yes.
So I see a building, that's good. I see professors, teachers, that's good.
Yeah.
I see first quality labs, that's good.
Yeah.
I see, but the main result is looking at the children. I talk to the children. I mean, the teachers can tell me anything they want. And I must believe them, maybe I shouldn't believe them. But when I talk to the children, this is what they say. They say, this is like my second home.
Yeah.
My professor, I like my parents. I love coming here. I love to study here. And Miss Farah, you know, they say it in perfect English.
Language.
Perfect English.
I remember.
I mean, I grew up speaking Spanish. So I had to learn English. You know, when I went to my postgraduate education on math, not on English. So I may have a little accent, and I hope you don't mind. But the children here are speaking in perfect English. Now, that's the result. You can tell me anything you want about the grass or the toilets or whatever. But when I look at the children, I see results. And what we like to see is results, because what this country needs is results. And this new generation of children being formed in this school are the future, is a brilliant future of result with hundreds of children, with all the students you have here.
Now we're both second language learners. You and I both have our first language different than English. With you seeing our international exam results, the APs and SATs, and the different scores that we've had, what do you perceive in the future, or what do you see the Classical School of the Medes ending up to or being in the future?
I know that thus far there are students from CSM that are studying in Europe, that have gone to top universities in America and so on, and I rejoice with them. As a father, as a parent, I will be proud if my child graduated from this school and ends up in Oxford. Okay? And the parent with the child in Oxford may be attesting to this. However, what I would love to see is for those Oxford students and for those Harvard students and for those Yale students to actually come back to Iraq and rebuild this nation. I have seen how Lear has changed over the years. I see these buildings, I see the streets, and I'm going, who's going to sustain all of this? And it will not be the normal old-fashioned people. Iraq, Kurdistan, Erbil needs a new generation of people with a different mindset. I think that's what you guys are crafting here. And they can go to Europe, but I hope some of them will also come back and give back to the country what this country needs, which is a new way of thinking and a progressive way looking forward to craft a better future.
Well, it's our honor to have you on this episode. Would you like to tell the audience or give the audience any message or any note or advice?
Yes. One advice would be to say, I'm a father of 10 children.
Yes.
I also went through the effort of getting my degrees to raise a family and so on. You live in a very difficult neighborhood. And the message that I can give you is press on, stay on course. And in as much as I can say it, I want you to know that you're not alone. There are people in the world that love Kurdistan. There are people in the world that love your search for freedom. There are people in the world that search as you are searching a better future for your country and for your families. And you're not alone. In as much as we can continue being with you, we would like to be there for you.
Well, thank you very much. Definitely, we haven't been alone, and we won't be. We've got one of the best and main supporters of the Classical School of the Medes with us on this episode. It has been an honor to spend a few minutes with you to get a feedback of how his relationship with the Classical School of the Medes has been in person as a principal and as one of the co-founders. I thank you very much for your support. You've been with us for so many years that we question sometimes, is it real, is it true? But you have been, and every time we need help, if you're not on the phone, then you're on the email with us, and if you're not on the email, you're here with us. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any questions, please contact us through our social media. Meet us on our 6th episode. Thank you very much.